Have you ever walked through the streets of Paris at night and felt like the city itself was telling you stories? Tonight, Emma will take us on a magical evening stroll along the Seine. Let's discover the hidden charms of Paris together.
It was a calm spring evening in Paris. The streets were quiet, and the city lights reflected softly on the Seine River. Emma, a young traveler, decided to take a slow walk along the riverbank. She enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere and listened to the faint sound of a street musician playing a gentle tune nearby. She passed a small cafe. The smell of fresh coffee and baked pastries was inviting. Emma sipped her coffee, enjoying the warm taste and the moment of calm. People walked past her, some chatting, some taking pictures. She felt relaxed, just watching the city around her. As she continued her walk, she noticed an old bookshop across the street. Curious, she decided to enter. The small bell above the door chimed softly as she walked in. The shop smelled of old paper and vanilla. The owner, an elderly man with a kind smile, greeted her warmly. Emma wandered between the shelves. She picked up a book, ran her fingers along the worn spines, and opened it. She lost track of time, reading stories about Paris from decades ago. Each story made her imagine what life was like on the street she had just walked. After a while, she placed the book back on the shelf and stepped outside. The sun had set completely, and the city lights glimmered. She continued her stroll, stopping at Pont Neuf, the oldest bridge in Paris. Couples walked by, laughing, and families paused to take photos. Emma breathed in the cool night air and felt happy to be part of the city for a few hours. She walked further, noticing the glow from small restaurants and cafes. She passed a tiny street market where people were selling handmade jewelry and souvenirs. Emma paused for a moment, listened carefully, and noticed details she hadn't seen before. How the lamps flickered, how the air smelled of fresh bread and roasted coffee, and how the laughter of children filled the night. As she returned to her hotel, Emma reflected on the evening. She had experienced a quiet, magical side of Paris, full of small moments that made the city feel alive. She smiled, knowing that even a simple walk could become a memorable adventure.
let's move on to the most useful part. We'll go through some key English words and phrases from the video and explain what they mean in simple terms. Reflected softly. When light bounces back gently from a surface, like water. Repeat. Reflected softly. Peaceful atmosphere. A calm and relaxing feeling in the air. Repeat. Peaceful atmosphere. Faint sound. A sound that is quiet and not very strong. Repeat. Faint sound. Gentle tune. Soft and pleasant music. Repeat. Gentle tune. Inviting. Making you want to go inside or try something. Repeat. Inviting. Relaxed. Calm and without stress. Repeat. Relaxed. Curious. Wanting to know or discover something. Repeat. Curious. Wandered. Walked slowly with no specific direction. Repeat. Wandered. Worn spines. The backs of books that look old from being used many times. Repeat. Worn spines. Decades ago. Many years ago. A decade equals 10 years. Repeat. Decades ago. Handmade jewelry and souvenirs. Things made by hand to wear or keep as a memory. Repeat. Handmade jewelry and souvenirs. Lamps flickered. When lights shine unsteadily, going brighter and darker. Repeat. Lamps flickered. Memorable adventure. An experience you will not forget. Repeat. Memorable adventure. Excited. Want more real-life phrases from short stories like this? Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll bring you the next adventure.